Good day, lords and ladies, and welcome back to Medieval Knights, the channel that brings you the best in how-tos, let's plays, and streams. You can catch me live on YouTube Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 3 p.m., and Tuesday and Thursday at noon. You can also catch me on Twitch Sundays at 3 p.m. All times are Eastern Standard Time. Now let's get to the good part. Good day, and welcome back to What the Flax. This is Season 2, Episode 1. Now, this is a little bit different than the last season. In this season, we are going to be going over some of the things that we went over in the previous season. We are also going to be talking a lot about the new update. So as you can see here, you might recognize this save file. This is my stream file. And the reason I'm here is I wanted to show you a few things that I have on this file that I don't have elsewhere. Now on this file, I have a mine set up. I also have an excavation hut set up. We are going to go over that. Not sure if we're going to do that in this episode or the next, but what I really wanted to go over in this episode was the fishing spear. So I'm going to pull it out eventually. I got to equip it first. Okay, so there's a guy fishing right now in the water. You can kind of see the school of fish over here. They're just kind of shadows. Alright, so there's two ways you can go about this. Actually, there's more than two, but with the fishing spear, you can either throw it like a normal spear, and we'll just try it there. Alright, but now you gotta go out and get it. So, maybe we got one, maybe we didn't. Let's find out. There's the fish. It doesn't look like we did. If we did, they would have swam away, I think. Nope, we missed. So, you can either do it that way, or you can just pull it out like this, be in the water, and basically just try to walk up to the school of fish, and just stab one. And see if you can get one that way. So there's the fish. I missed. I missed. But I pushed him towards him, so that's nice. Where'd they go? Alright, I need to see him. I don't know where they went. But it seems like he's doing great at it. Alright, here they are. Oh no, they ran away again. Alright, so as you can see, stabbing them is a little bit difficult. Just jabbing the spear into them. They don't stick around and wait for you, and honestly, you kind of have to get it to where you are in their path of escape. So they'll swim right by you in order to get away from you, and that's when you can jab them. Apparently I have lost where they are at again. So why don't we go and switch it up to the easier way? Because there is one easier way. I have done this. It is bow fishing. You can use your bow and arrow, and well, you can use your bow, any bow, and stone arrows as well. I believe it did end up working for me on the crossbow. But we're gonna grab a bow. Grab a bow, see if we have any arrows available, and then we're gonna go get a fish with that. And the reason I wanted to get a fish is because I wanted to show you that there's 3 different types of fish. And then once you get one, you actually have to take that. Yeah, see, I don't have any iron arrows right now. It would seem as though I don't really have anything of anything right now. I have iron bolts and a iron spear. So, at any rate, oh, there's my bow. So we have a bow and we have an iron arrow. We'll just use one. Okay. Now, the reason I want to actually get a fish is because these guys are sneaky. And there's actually 3 different types of fish. So let's just pull out the bow. We equip the arrows. Where's the fish at? Gotta find him, gotta find him, gotta find him. Where'd they go? That palisade really blocks your view of actually finding the fish. You need to try to be up a little higher. I still don't see him anywhere. Alright, well, we'll circle the lake and see if we can see anybody. It looks like the people kind of started up to where the fish aren't where they normally are. There they are. Alright, so we're just going to aim a little high, just basically shoot in the group and see if we get one. No, I don't think we did. I think we aimed too high. I think we aimed a little too high on that. I mean, it's okay. We're still going to get our arrow back. See? But we did aim a little too high. We didn't get a fish. Fishing is not easy, which is why I have a guy out here fishing for me instead of me doing it. I don't know why my other villagers are in the lake since I only have one person set up at my fishing hut. So maybe they're taking a bath? I have no idea. That could be the case. So at any rate, I didn't get a fish, but we are going to go to the fishing hut anyway because I could show you what I mean at the fishing hut. So we spent a few minutes trying to fish. Let's say you finally get one. So we're going to interact with the fishing table here, and this is where you can craft your fishing spear. That's where this is located, and that's what you need to do it. And then you have to break them down, either the roach, the perch, or the pike, into fish meat. Now, I have actually caught perch before, and it broke down to be 3 fish meat per fish. So there is a chance that you are going to be overloaded with fish by the end of the day, and your villagers will be eating a lot of it. So with that being said, I recommend setting somebody to be at the fishing hut for maybe a month or a season out of the entire year, just to stock up on some fish, and then your people can use it afterwards. Now, this was the beta. It is now alpha, as you can see up in the top left there. And the reason I bring that up is because this road here was not placed by the game. I actually had placed these roads. And to show you how I did that, we're going to go off away from the village here a little ways. And we're just going to place some roads out here somewhere. Just something to show you how they actually work. So as with farms, you place and drag the road. However, you don't just place and drag anywhere. So we'll go to the road now. Okay, so this stick that you see that's in green is actually going to be the center of your road. It's not going to be the outside like the farms do. It is drag and drop the same as the farms, as you can see here, but the sticks mark the center of the road. So as I bring this back here, we'll actually take it up a little bit. Once I left click, like that, the road has been placed. All the greenery, the vegetation has been removed, and the stick marked the center of the road, so moving away from the center, the road then sits. So over here in my village, it was kind of difficult just to kind of eyeball the actual space here in between the road and the fencing, because I did put the fences up before I put the road in. There is a bug. I'm not sure if they have fixed it yet, but it is wise to place down your fences and furniture before the road, because there is issue with the furniture actually being able to place near the placeable roads. There's just a bug going on with it. It's not wanting to let you place things too terribly close. So by the time you get things set up, you might not like the way it's set up. I would recommend placing the furniture first, running the road after, and that should clear everything up. So, we've gotten roads, we've gotten fishing. But now, what else is new, you might ask? Well, I'm going to tell you. What else is new is in here. Right here in the backpacks and pouches, they have added a whole bunch of new pouches and backpacks. Now these ones, these 3, they actually go on your back, and there's a spot for those. And then these 3 go on like your hip, as like a fanny pouch almost. They kind of ride on the side of your hip there. And what they do is, let me get out of that, and then I'll pull up my inventory, because I'm actually wearing a couple now. So as you can see here, I've got a pouch and a backpack. Not sure which is which at this point. Okay, so the large pouch is here, so that's the large pouch. And then, where's the backpack? Simple large backpack there. So as you can see, my max total weight that I can carry is 65 kilograms instead of being the 35 kilograms that you start out with. So all in all, those pouches have actually increased my weight limit by 30 kilograms. It's amazing. It actually marks the difference between going to a build site and finishing the build, or taking 3 trips to finish it. So with that being said, is there anything else I needed to go over as far as the update? I'm not thinking there is too much. We did get the roads placed. Oh, they did adjust the mood system and the heating system. So, as you can see here, all of my people are happy. Jeremira is the lowest at about a 30%, but that's okay. If you notice, also, Baldvina here is 32%, but she is still a green smiley face. Whereas before this update, their green smiley face would go away if they dropped below 50%. So with this update, they revamped the mood system for villagers. And now the mood system goes negative 100 to a positive 100. So 0 is like your average middle point. Anything above 0 is good, anything below 0 is bad. And this white line here is just showing me there is no change. They are not raising in mood, they are not lowering in mood. They are just fine the way they are. So, the mood has changed, and also I'm going to show you this as well. The heating system, as you can see, insulation 93.3%, condition 98.1%, tax capacity. So for houses that don't have insulation, that one's got insulation. A lot of our houses are going to have insulation here. Let's see, what about this one? We just need to try one that doesn't. That one has it. Does this one? Insulation 100%, so basically what that's saying is the heating for it, because it's insulated, our heating level is about 93%. So what that means for us is basically the simple fact that our people are going to use the least amount of wood possible to heat their houses, and if I increase our houses to the next tier, it would actually kind of cap that off. Because if the house is insulated, it reduces your amount of firewood that you need, as you can see here. It's going to reduce the amount of firewood I need to heat it, but it's also going to increase our villagers' mood because now they have an insulated house, it's a lot better, not as breezy, you know, and it's warm. That's the main thing, is it warm? So, how did I insulate this? Well, I pulled out my building hammer, I right-clicked, came up to upgrade, and then the green walls are the walls that you can upgrade. Stone require limestone, as you can see there. Wattle walls and wooden walls require daub, which is clay and straw mixed together in the barn. Now, currently, the only buildings that we can actually insulate are the stone houses and the wattle house, just basically houses in general. You cannot actually insulate the barn, although that would be pretty cool, or the tavern, that would be pretty cool. So it's really just the houses that you need to worry about. That's what is going to affect your villagers' mood. So, new things that have changed is the fishing has been implemented. We now have roads, placeable roads that we can use. Villagers, basically their paving system doesn't make them use the roads. It's just basically for our decoration. But that's okay. We asked and they finally said, okay, we're listening. Here you go. And so here we are. We now have roads. They updated it to where limestone is useful now. Whereas before it would just be clay and straw making the daub to upgrade everything. Now we actually need to use limestone. And they've done a lot to basically improve things. So, I'm gonna head to the house. It's been about 13, 14 minutes, so this has been, you know, pretty good with the Flax. We went over a lot of new things. A lot of new things. So this is what we went over: fishing, we went over the roads, we went over a lot of things. The heating for the houses, insulation, making sure everything's good. The different types of houses, we went over the new mood system. I mean, this has been a very informative What the Flax, and this is how I'd like to keep it. Now, this is going to be a limited series. I'm only probably going to be releasing about 3 episodes of it. And that is just because it's more advanced. Ooh, I think I got one finally. We're getting more advanced as far as the gameplay goes, and it does take a minute to actually... Yeah, we got one. It does take a minute to actually get it set up to where I can get these informative videos for you. So, with that being said, I am just about going to end it here. We did collect a fish, so why don't we go break that down real quick, and get it all cleaned up. So as you can see, 1 fish, making fish meat. It says 0 out of 1, but in the left, plus 4 fish meat to make plus 8 minus 1 perch. So it's all almost random. They have a set amount that they give per time, and then it's just a roll of the dice as to how many pieces of fish meat that you get per. So it's wonderful, it's great. It just adds a whole new level for food for your village, and honestly, it might make it to where your food storage is filling up way faster than you can actually deal with. As you can see here, this is a lot of food and a lot of rotten meat, so a lot of this can be taken out, thrown out. Don't need it to sit here, it's just taking up space. But at any rate, that's this episode of What the Flax. We went over some roads, we went over a lot of things today. We went over basically the beta update that is now the alpha update. I wanted to release this for everybody. I didn't want to release a What the Flax that could have been wrong before it dropped for the alpha, so I decided to bide my time, wait a couple days, and see what happened. And now that I have, I'm kind of thankful, because now everybody in the community can kind of see what is happening, what's going on. And I'm just going to take a screenshot of me building out the road, just because that's cool. Alright, so this has been another episode of What the Flax. This has been Season 2, Episode 1. We're going to call this one, Roads and Fishing. How's that? Roads and Fishing. Yeah, that actually sounds pretty good. Okay, so this has been What the Flax. I am TJ West. Thank you for joining me. I really hope this video has been helpful for you and that you found it enjoyable. I hope to see you on the next one, possibly tomorrow. I'm crossing my fingers on that. It might have to be the next day, but we will see what kind of material I can actually gather up for you tonight. So, again, thank you for joining me on this What the Flax Season 2, Episode 1. I am TJ West, and let's keep it medieval, people.